Power Talk, hosted by our very own Jean Adrienne. And we're live with Jean Adrienne.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to Power Talk. I'm Jean Adrienne. I'm your host, and every week I bring you cutting-edge information to support you as you make your choices and raise your vibration, because together we're creating a brand new reality. I invite you to visit my website if you haven't already done so. It's jeanadrienne.com, jeanadrienne.com. And while you're there, if you will sign up for my newsletter, I will be happy to send you your very own subscription free to the online Inner Speak cards. It's an Oracle card deck that's been automated. You can use it to clear away the blocks that are holding you back in any or all areas of your life. And if you don't like my newsletter, you can opt out at any time and still keep using those cards. And I never share or sell the people's names or email addresses that are on my contact list. So it's a safe place to play. All right, so this month I am finishing the recording of my newest class, which is Reconnecting Soul, 142 DNA activations. It's been taking place for the last month and a half, and we're actually, this is the 9th week of it. And we've been doing it every Wednesday night, but it's been recorded video on Zoom, just like we're on today. And we have gone through all 142 of the DNA activation glyphs in my DNA card deck, and with a lot of detail, and it's been extremely powerful, really life-changing for the people who've been taking part in it, as well as for myself. So it's not too late. You can join, and the place to register is on my website, jeanadrienne.com/classes. To sign up. It's just $144, and I think you'll find that a great value. But let's dive into today's show. I want to introduce you to a very special goddess, and her name is Elisha Gabriell. She started off by practicing yoga in her living room when she was 17 years old. And then by the time she was 19, she was actually teaching classes every day, and she taught yoga for 25 years. Along with a lot of other women's classes like feng shui and vision circles. And she's been kicking around in this world of enlightenment for 47 years. Holy moly. She's an author, a dancer, a songwriter, a healer, an artist, a shaman, a mom of 3 amazing sons, and she's got 4 grandkids, and she doesn't look a day over 30. So recently, Elisha founded Laughing Goddess International and the Laughing Goddess Diet, with online programs for women to heal their deeper issues that keep them from living their best possible lives through their greatest power ever known, their hearts. So you can find out more about her on her website. It's www.laughinggoddess.com. Welcome, Elisha.
Well, thank you for welcoming me, and I'm so happy to be with you this morning. And I'm so excited to talk to our listeners this morning.
Yay. Well, I think that so many of us have issues with our bodies until we get to the point where we don't anymore.
Yeah.
So what is all this stuff from the Laughing Goddess Diet and your passion now? Tell us about that. Tell us what you would like people to know so that they can start loving their bodies instead of criticizing.
I will. And just so you know, you are freezing up on my screen a little bit once in a while, and the audio stops a little bit for a few seconds. So I may ask you to repeat something if it's not real clear for me.
Okay.
The things that I'm going to cover in this session, Jean, are I'm going to talk a little bit about the revelation that I had in meditation about how every woman is a goddess. And we think of the goddesses as these Greek and Roman archetypal figures. And I love those figures, and they're inspiring and uplifting to us and educational about the various aspects of women. However, what I mean by Laughing Goddess that every woman is a goddess is truly that each woman is a goddess. Every single woman that you see on the street, that you stand next to in a grocery store, that you do yoga with, is a goddess. And I teach from a place of the core of light that we are, and then all these layers, subtle layers, heavy, dense layers of frequency, of energy, that block us from experiencing that core of light that we are. And so all of my teachings are really giving tools, because I want women to be empowered to be able to do their own work on themselves. So I don't come from a place of theory. I come from a place of giving you the tools so that you can do the work on yourself to transform those heavy, dense layers that surround the core of light and amazing beauty that every woman is. So some of the things I'm going to cover, I'm going to give some of those tools, and I'm going to lead people through these tools. So I'm going to talk a little bit about a woman's sensitive system and how we're affected from eating. Everything that goes into our mouth affects us. Someone asked me once, well, that doesn't, I don't even remember what it was, that doesn't really affect you, does it? And I'm going, well, yeah, we'd have to be stainless steel on the inside for something that goes into our mouth and goes into our being not to affect us. And we are made up of trillions of living cells, of living consciousness, each cell with their own consciousness. And so that everything we put in our mouths, and it goes down through our digestive system, and it goes into our blood and all of our different organs, all of that impacts us. So I'm going to talk a little bit very briefly about carbs, proteins, and fats, and how they impact our health. I'm going to give some tools that will give our listeners the ability to create their own body image and to stop using celebrities as body image maps, which I know is natural for us because celebrities are so in our face in every magazine that we read. We turn on the radio and it's Beyonce, who is wonderful and fabulous. But those things that we see of women daily and multiple times during the day affect our thinking of what we should be. And that's what Laughing Goddess is all about, is stopping comparing yourself to other people and to become the true, unique beauty and goddess with your own unique strengths and gifts. I'm going to talk about those goddess energetic types that I've identified and see if our listeners can figure out or identify for themselves which goddess types they most express, because we're all combinations of earth, air, fire, and water. And we express those energies in ways that can be identified as general types. We have one dominant type, one subdominant type. So I'll get into that as well. I'm going to lead everyone through a very powerful visualization to heal and to reprogram some of those deep wounds that most of us carry from childhood, from past lives. We come in with stuff. And I'm going to help our listeners to get into that stuff and to reprogram it in a positive and powerful way. I'm going to give some of what I call awakened affirmations that we can all do immediately to touch that core of divinity and beauty and power within. And then very last, Jean, I'm going to make an offer just for your show for anyone who would like to continue to learn with me in a more comprehensive and power-packed way. And I'll be giving a big old discount for 24 hours only on the highest level of my 3 programs that I offer through laughinggoddessdiet.com. I have 2 websites, Laughing Goddess International, and that's deeper work, it's deeper classes. Today I'm focusing on the body and our relationship with our divine, the temple that we live in. And so that website is laughinggoddessdiet.com. How's that sound?
Sounds great. That's really exciting. You said something that piqued my interest when you started talking about the goddess types that we are.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about that, because I want to know what kind of goddess I am, besides just a fantastic one.
Okay, I will. I'm going to get my notes out here because I've got very detailed, wonderful information to give. But there's so much that I have to remind my own self. So let me find my goddess stuff. Here it is. So the goddess type, the type 1 is bright and perky. Now remember, we all have one dominant type and one subdominant type. And just like astrology, there is a part of us that is everything. There is a part of me that's a Leo, though I don't have that dominantly in my chart. With the goddess types, it's the same thing. We all contain all energies because we're infinite beings. So the first type is the bright and perky goddess type. And we all know someone who fits this, and it may be you. The energy for this type is upward flowing, and it just seems to bubble up from within like a beautiful spring. These goddesses relate to sunshine and flowers in a very direct way. And of course, everybody loves sunshine and flowers. But this bright and perky goddess type lives on sunshine and flowers. And on your best, I'm going to give your best day, your goddess gift, your goddess balancing secrets. Oh, not your best day ever. Your goddess balancing secrets and the affirmation just for that type. So on your best day, you have all the energy you could ever want. You smile at everyone, and the world is full of possibility. You love bright colors and flowers in dress and in your home. You are truly a beacon of light for the world. You uplift those around you just by your mere presence. Your goddess gift is your very nature of joy. You truly uplift those around you. Not your best day ever, and believe me, we all have them, a day when things aren't going well, or we just wake up and feeling a little grumpy or grouchy or out of alignment with our best possible selves. So not your best day ever. You're anxious and uptight. Your partner's breathing bothers you. You can't seem to sit still. And you probably lost your appetite because nothing is pleasing. What to do to get back in balance? This is your goddess balancing secret. To get yourself back into alignment with your true nature, you need soothing herbs such as chamomile. Make yourself a hot tea sweetened with stevia or possibly a spoonful of raw honey, and uplifting herbs such as peppermint. Find that rocking chair on the porch. Do you have a rocking chair on your porch?
I do. And I just had a cup of chamomile tea with a spoonful of stevia in it.
Yes, there you go. And just breathe. Change your thoughts, as mind and body are so connected for you. It's all going to be okay, but that has to start with you. Go for a gentle walk in nature. No huffing and puffing. Stop and admire a flower. Pause and notice the contrast of the dark tree trunks against the blue sky. Wow. Your affirmation is, I am the light. I am the sun that bathes everything with life and love. When I am in alignment with my true self, everything is taken care of for me. I simply am who I am. The second type, Jean, is the soft and flowing goddess type. You are very sensitive, soft, and gentle with all living things. This is a feminine energy that men are attracted to, and you may get more than your share of masculine attention. And that's not a bad thing. Your calmness reflects the softness of moonbeams. You allow others to be who they are without judgment or expectation. And on your best day, you are in tune with everyone around you. Your intuition tells you how others are feeling. And you become that place of calm that others who have lost their center seek. Nothing upsets you, and you move into harmony with all of life. Your goddess gift is your nature of serenity. This is both a gift to you and is that which you give to the world. Not your best day ever, because believe me, the best person in the world will have a not the best day ever. And your ego rears its ugly head. You are withdrawn, arrogant, argumentative, and stubborn. You are just not happy. And you seethe inwardly. You feel stuck in whatever it is that's bothering you. Your goddess balancing secret is to get those waters flowing again. Exercise is your best friend. Get to the YMCA, the park, the gym, and walk yourself renewed. Learn something new. Peppermint, again, peppermint is very uplifting. It's one of those herbs that just inspires us in an upward flow of energy. It lifts us up and renews our energy when we're stuck or down. So peppermint will help to restore your sunny nature. So indulge in a hot cup of peppermint tea or a yummy dark chocolate mint. Be sure to stop with just one or two and not let your depression lead you into gobbling the whole package. Find reasons to laugh. They're all around you. Your affirmation is, I am ever moving, ever flowing, the ocean tides coming and going. I am that I am.
That's interesting because I'm all water signs, but that's not me.
Yeah. Well, it may not be you. It's a different.
The first one is more me so far, but can't wait to hear what the rest of them are.
Yeah, the number 3, there are 5 types. Number 3 is dynamic and focused goddess type. And this energy is a little bit more masculine in nature. It expresses the arrow in its movement. You are mentally sharp and clear, headed directly for the goal at the end of your process. On a good day, you know exactly what's on the agenda for the day. You probably have a list of priorities and check them off one at a time. You get your morning run in, have that healthy breakfast, off to work, and get it all done with ease. You're on top of the world today. Good job. Your goddess gift is your ability to cut through crap and get to the diamond within. You have the ability to pierce through falsehood and even your own illusion, and to be able to clear your own and other people's junk quickly. Not your best day ever, and it will happen. You're a mess. You're mentally scattered and confused about priorities. What was it you were going to do? It seems to take forever to get the smallest item on your list taken care of. Your eating is all over the place. I'll have what they're having. You're very tempted to reach for your favorite sweets or your fatty treats. It could help you feel better or not. Your goddess balancing secret is to renew your nature of joy and ability to be within a state of clarity. You need to do a specific yoga pose. You may know this if you do yoga or familiar with yoga, called archer pose. And I wish the screen was big enough to show it. But you stand with, as if you were holding a bow. You're standing with one foot forward, one foot back. You grab the bow, you pull it back, and with absolute focus, you imagine a target in front of you. It can be a spot on the wall or just an imaginary target. And you hold that pose. Your goal is for 3 minutes. You breathe and you focus like a laser down your arm and directly on that target in front of you. And that helps you get back into focus and clarity mentally. The herbs that you would use would be, lemon is so awesome for mental clarity. Lemon has that ability to cut through. It has that sharpness, and lemon stimulates mental focus. So for that that goddess type lemon. Drink a hot cup of lemon tea. Diffuse lemon essential oil through your office or your workspace and feel clarity return.
That's really interesting because in my inner speak work, I have meanings for each of the essential oils. And lemon is specifically for someone whose inner goddess is not facing in the right direction.
Oh my gosh.
So that's just in perfect alignment with what you just shared about that archer pose.
Yeah, that's really cool. Awesome. Your affirmation for this type is, I am the bright star of heaven. My light shines on all whom I encounter. I shine the light of clarity that cuts through any illusion, my own or another's. I am that I am. The fourth type is earthy and direct goddess type. And I know several people like this. This lady knows her type. She radiates stability and is one you can rely on to be there for you when the going gets tough. She is earthy. She may use earthy language. I know somebody just like that, heart of gold, but her words are tend to be of the 4-letter type when she gets passionate about something, but that fits her. She loves to have fun, and she may be the life of the party. If this is you, you instantly recognize yourself because you know your strengths and your weaknesses like no other type. On a good day, if this describes you, you know how to get things done. You move through your day with a sense of real purpose. You are kind to others and share your vast knowledge with friends and family while always staying open to meeting new people and assisting others with whatever they need. You are probably a good cook who loves to eat. On these good days, you love to nurture others. Not your best day ever. You're a grouch today, but you tell other people to get over it. You blame others for your misery and absolutely refuse to take responsibility for your thoughts. Your language is filled with expletives, but that's not your problem. You're just being real. Do you know anybody like that?
I do. I'm seeing her face right in front of me right now.
I do too. Your gift is that sensitive heart that is so well protected beneath that sometimes gruff exterior. You feel the pain of others in your own body. You directly relate to the homeless and those less fortunate. You've been through your own pain, and you're willing to do something to help others in your unique way. You rock. Your goddess balancing secret: walk in nature, girlfriend. Walking by the lake, watching children laugh and play will open your heart again. Then you must treat yourself to a nurturing meal. Which hot foods send you into ecstasy? What's your favorite cafe? Go do that now and give your loving heart back to your family and friends. When you're in a place of being able to talk it out with whoever it needs to be mended, do that. You're back. Your affirmation is, I am the precious and brilliant heart of God, goddess, all that is. And of course, choose your own words. I love myself and all living things. I am that I am. The last type is the strong and centered goddess type. And when I think of this type, I think of Queen Latifah. She's just very strong, centered, has a little Kapha energy in there. She radiates that inner and outer strength along with a very calm self-knowing that describes the type. If these qualities also describe you, then you are blessed with a quiet self-assurance that is an inspiration for many. On a good day, you combine the elements of earth and water. Your movement is somewhat slower than others, and you're simply in no rush to get things done. You're consistent and even-tempered, letting others stress over the details while you apply your focus to one thing at a time. Your goddess gift, you are smooth. You don't get riled easily. And when you do, you have the ability to focus on what needs to be done. You don't easily blame and point fingers as you're willing to take responsibility for your own actions, results, and your own life. Thank you very much. This is a fabulous example to others of how to live one's life. Not your best day, because it's going to happen. You can be stuffy and stubborn, insisting on doing everything your own way. Your way is the right way, isn't it? You absolutely refuse to move on an idea or a project without 3 kinds of proof that it will work. You become inward, and you might become dark-spirited, and you inwardly seethe. Your goddess balancing secret, go dancing, my goddess beauty. Put on some live music on your iPod and boogie down in your own living room. There's nothing like moving your body to some good music to shake you out of your stagnation. Go see a funny movie to get laughter flowing. And suddenly, you're not the center of the world anymore. And your problems are in perspective. Munch some buttery popcorn. You're already feeling better. Your affirmation is, I am the wisdom of the ages, one tiny pebble, and also the vast universe. I am that I am.
Okay, so I'm a combination of the last one, probably more primarily, and the first one.
Cool.
And the other two, maybe not so much, but it's okay. It's all good.
Yeah.
So the laughing goddess diet. So how can I learn to eat more in alignment with loving my body?
Laughing Goddess diet programs are based on 4 principles or 4 pillars of truth and wisdom. And those are self-value. First education. I mean, you have to know what's healthy and what isn't healthy.
Right.
You have to know that soda just isn't good for you. So education, self-awareness. Why am I wanting to eat a bag of M&Ms? Or, what is going on with me? Am I in a place where something is really irritating? Am I sad about something? Am I frustrated about something? And then some people, I'll get to that one. So education, self-awareness, self-healing, because you can have the best diet in the world, but if you haven't healed those deep wounds that are driving unconscious eating, because people use food to heal themselves. I know when I was growing up, I had a violent alcoholic father and a very loving but very passive and submissive mother. And when I found cooking, that was like the soothing and the nurturing that I didn't get from my parents. I got through preparing delicious dishes for myself and eating them. Chocolate chip cookies was my thing. Toll House cookies I absolutely went bonkers over. And that was my way of soothing the discomfort that I was feeling in my home. That was the base of who I was as a child. Having that uncomfortable tension subtly and directly and violently at times in my home was soothed by the delicious dishes that I would make by eating chocolate chip cookies. And so self-healing is that's the third leg of the Laughing Goddess Diet program. The fourth one is self-value. You have to value yourself. A goddess loves herself so much and values the temple that carries her consciousness around year after year through different events. And by the way, your picture has frozen here. I hope I'll be able to hear you okay. But anyway, back to that she refuses to settle for second best or third best or fourth best. So those are the 4 pillars. education, self-awareness, self-healing, and self-value. And this is the only program I know of that offers those 4 things and not just a diet. If you stay on this diet forever, you'll get skinny. Well,
I love it.
That may be, but you're going to be very frustrated because you haven't healed the inner stuff that is driving you to eat 6 pieces of pizza, and it may be a healthy pizza. Sometimes people overdose or overeat on healthy things, me included.
Well, that's one of the things I learned a long time ago is that if you don't do the inner work, then you can choose whatever program you want, but wherever you go, there you are. And the problem will return. And so will the pounds until you actually do get to that place of self-love. And that can only be found inside. So we're starting to run out of time. So you said you had a great offer for my people.
I do.
So what is your offer?
I'll give the offer. If we have any more time, I'd love to give some recipes. But let me find my offer. I have 3 programs, Jean. And they start out very simply, very basic, and they get more at each level. And I offer and give more of the wisdom that I have accumulated over my 65 years and my intense passion of helping women to be all that they can be. So the first program I call the Athena. Athena is the goddess of wisdom. So you pay $97 for the basic package. And what you receive for that is the Laughing Goddess Meal Plan, cutting edge nutrition program. And you'll find out how your body responds to sugars and carbs and fats. And you'll have the information that you need to make those wise and loving choices for your body and for your life. I give you guidance in choosing your unique ideal weight and body image because you are going to choose your unique, your best body image. You're not going to copy celebrities or artists or whatever, musicians or singers. I'll give you the healthy and wise affirmations, and you'll do these daily for self-love and total self-acceptance. And with these affirmations, I've really used my consciousness to pierce into the core of what these issues are. They're not general affirmations that you read everywhere. They're core affirmations, so that you can feel valued and worthy of all goodness. You'll receive the book that I wrote, which is the guidebook for each program. It's called Unveil Your Goddess Body. The No Starve, No Blame, Love Your Amazing Self food guide that ends dieting forever. And you can go on the website, laughinggoddessdiet.com, and click on the tab, and it'll tell you all about the book. And you'll also receive one of the most powerful inner work tools that transforms your deepest wounds into what I call golden treasures. And that means you take a deep wound that has been limiting you, restricting you, and holding you back. And you turn that around, you heal that, and then you have that gift to give to others. We really are about out of time, Elisha. So what is the actual offer that you have? Good one. Okay, sorry. The third program was the highest level, and please go to laughinggoddessdiet.com and you'll see what is included in every level. You'll receive the Laughing Goddess meal program, the cutting edge nutrition. I'm working with a Qigong master. Qigong is a very gentle art of movement. It's PBS specials. And we are both offering his program, Qigong for weight loss. So you can do very gentle movement. It's standing up, it's flowing, it stimulates your metabolism and balances all of your systems. You get his DVD. You get the Healthy and Wise Affirmations, the book, Unveil Your Goddess Body, the complete inner work tool kit. And those are the four most powerful tools that I've developed that I know of at this point to get in there and heal all that stuff. And then second to the last, you get the WISE, Sexy and Free Facebook Inner Circle. And this is a space for women to come together. I'll give you the link as soon as you register. And it's the insider circle of women who want to support you in your process. You get that for a full 60 days. So in this program, you get all of that. And you also receive 60 days of weekly personal email life.
Elisha, we are totally out of time. So how much and what's the deal?
That is it. I have reduced it from $14.97. I've reduced it to $12.97, and that includes life coaching.
Fantastic. So listeners, go to laughinggoddessdiet.com. Join me next week when my guest is going to be the amazing Tuck Self. She's been on before. She's going to be back again to talk about the activation sequence, to show you how you can use your genetics to be the best you can be. Until next time, remember, people who take responsibility for their lives create the reality they desire. Ciao.
Ciao.